Hi, this is another video about Prometheus flashlights, and this time I will be talking about accessories which are available for the flashlight actually from FOURSEVENS. This is like a daughter company of Prometheus, and this accessory, which is aspherical lens kit, Prometheus, they manufacture this in-house, and this is the one designed to give you a different light beam pattern when it comes to when it comes to using the flashlight at night time actually. So the full review of the flashlight is available on my channel already. Check out the pop-up link here above, and also in the same pop-up link you will be able to see the test of running hours of the flashlight at every single brightness mode, and yet another video where I compare the Quark 7 the FOURSEVENS Quark MKIII to the flashlight from Armitech. And today I actually decided to check what will happen if I swap the original reflector and aspheric lens and the white reflector from plastic and try that to work with the original flat lens. And I received pretty interesting results, and I will be demonstrating you these results in the video. So let me bring up another camera, and as a starting point I will actually demonstrate you how the aspheric lens kit actually changes the light pattern quickly. Just as a starting point, I will turn off my camera light, and as you can see now on the wall is like a projection of the LED, and thanks to the choice of LED where Jason from Prometheus decided to install a hexagon shape of LED instead of just a square LED with this aspheric lens kit, you receive almost like a perfect circle hotspot on the wall. And more about that you will be able to watch specifically for the night test in the video in the pop-up card. Okay, that is the way Jason recommends us to use the aspheric lens kit. However, I decided to check all the possible variations, and I will show you. So I have aspheric lens kit installed right now. I will turn on my other camera and see you what other results you can get. So aspheric kit includes the white plastic reflector, which is installed already. I will show you that. Here is the white plastic reflector, and my original orange peel reflector is in this nice little bag. That's the original orange peel reflector. We put this one aside, and now I will play with the lens. So the Jason suggests us to use this part of aspheric lens kit, which is aspheric lens with two various lens curvatures. One side has a little taller dome, more curvature, and the other side has a shorter dome, a little bit less curvature. And Jason suggests us to point the taller side with more curvature to the outside part of the light, and that's exactly what I have demonstrated to you a minute ago. But this time I will place the shorter side of the lens outside and keep the taller part inside. You have to be careful, because when you do that, lens actually flips inside the head. So make sure when you push the lens, and you don't have to push, you just have to let the lens drop into the head, and when it drops, just make sure that a shorter curvature is on the outside, and that's what easily visible now, because the more curvature, the taller part of the dome is really sticking out noticeably, where else this less curvature lens is almost like a flat with the edge of the head. Okay, this is correct, and now I will keep the white plastic reflector. I will just let it drop, and I will assemble this all together. Now I will prepare my other camera. I will turn off all the lights in the room, and I will demonstrate you how the light beam changes. The same brightness level. And now I think that is much cleaner. In the first place, it's much cleaner light, and that is now a perfect circle. A perfect circle. All over across the hotspot, from bottom to the center and from the center to the bottom. Now it's a perfect circle, and the circle is slightly bigger in diameter. So at the same distance from the wall, which is like 2.5 meters, then the spot on the wall is maybe like a half meter tall, 60 centimeters, versus the last time when the lens was installed the other way, with a taller section of the dome pointing outside, that then the projection of the LED was like maybe 40 centimeters, so it's noticeably larger and much more evenly distributed and perfectly shaped as a circle. I think this is the proper way how to use the aspherical lens kit, the white plastic reflector and a dome shaped lens. Now we go to the next part of the test, where I will still keep the white plastic reflector, but then I will just install the native flat glass instead of aspherical lens. So let me bring you the other camera, and we are ready. Okay, I will disassemble the head. Again, no tools needed. So I'm taking away everything. Alright. Now just a flat glass piece, it drops inside. Doesn't matter which side, it just falls. Alright, here it is, just a flat glass and a white reflector. And just a finger tight. Okay, now I will turn off my lights again, and this will be really interesting result. Again, I keep the same brightness level, and I receive like a floodlight, evenly distributed, without hot spot, and from the distance like 2.5, 3 meters to the corner of the room, the diameter of the hotspot is like 3 meters. And then I can step the brightness up, and then you can see it becomes like a huge projector. It's very cool. I can think that it is the lowest setting. It's really almost not noticeable, but then this medium setting I can use like a video light for my videos, like in such fashion, for example. And that is of course also possible because the LED has a high color rendering index, and the one is 90 plus. or I can also use it like a bounce light for my videos. Yeah, now this makes sense. At higher brightness, it makes sense. And once again, this is the beam with the white plastic reflector and just a standard flat glass. Very cool. This is something which people can really use. And the last, I will show you how will the light beam pattern change if you install the original orange peel like reflector, and then you, instead of a flat glass, you install a spherical lens. That will be a little different. Oh, I disassembled the entire part. Okay, let me zoom out the camera a little bit. And that is not usable. I will just tell you up front, that is not usable use case. So I will take the white plastic reflector, I will place that aside. I will also take the flat glass, take it aside. Now I will take the spherical lens. I will place that with a more curvature dome, the taller dome, outside. Like so. And then I will place original orange peel reflector. And this combination does not work. I mean, it's not usable. The light beam becomes a complete mess. And I will again turn off the lights. And I will turn my on camera light. And that's complete mess. You can see that it shines in all of the places. It looks like a kid's toy more than like a flashlight. And of course you have this really intense hotspot of a hexagon shape in the middle, and then some weird ring without any light in it. So this is just a weird combination. And then the last, just to make this review really full and complete, I will swap the sides of the aspheric lens, but I will still keep the same orange peel light reflector, the one which comes standard with the flashlight. Alright, now I will show you that just now the more taller side was outside. I will make sure then this time the shorter dome is outside, and orange peel reflector drops in and assembly is closed. The same brightness level, same scenario. I will turn off the lights and I will demonstrate how that part. And now the light pattern is even more ugly. You have a little bit bigger hotspot, but then still some ring around, and again the rest of the light beam looks like it's coming from the child toy. So it's not serious, it's not usable, it's not practical. And basically that's all I wanted to tell you when it comes to Flashlight FOURSEVENS Quark from Prometheus, and the accessory which is available on the website. And if you want to check more about the flashlight, definitely check the links in the description, and I will place all the information about the flashlight and the spherical lens kit, which is this nice white plastic reflector and the aspherical lens kit, everything will be placed in the description. So I'm curious, which light beam pattern did you like the most? So drop your comments and like the video if you get available information. Thank you, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye.